Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Erika, and today I'm going to show you how I lazy budget. Now, of course it's not lazy budgeting because you put a lot into your budget. However, each month I pre-budget before I film any of my spreads. July I went on vacation, and I'm still going to be on vacation from the 29th to the 31st. So I will not be like fully back until the 1st. I have reopened my shop, but today I want to show you guys how I budget and take my budget on the go, because my 7x9 Erin Condren does stay at home. However, this little puppy goes with me everywhere. So you guys can see it looks pretty rough up in here, but this is my wallet. It has my card stuff here, and it has this beautiful notebook. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that notebook out, and this is a Planner Monkey Co. Notely notebook. This is one of her Hobonichi Tomoe River paper notebooks that she came out with, and I've always loved using Tomoe River paper, and this is just like the perfect thing on the go. And I usually am using kind of like a wallet this long, or like a folio of this size, where I just carry this in my wallet or in my purse, however you want to call it. And here is where I do most of like my budget spreads that I just take on the go, and I transfer all that information on here. Now I don't show this one in particular because this shows like shop budget stuff and just things that, you know, are just private that I don't want to share on the internet. However, I do want to show you that this is what I do before I go ahead and film everything. So I'm going to go ahead and open up to the next page, and I'm just going to show you how I set up my my days or my months. Usually I have like a calendar of videos that I want to do, and I have like a to-do list, and then here I have my budget, my shop stuff, my savings, my taxes, all that good stuff on this page. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that for August now. So here is where my August budget will go, since we are literally like at the end of the week here. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this, and I'm gonna use this as reference to all the bills that I have that I need to put down. So I'm gonna go ahead and open here, and what I like to do is I like to use highlighters and pens. This is where like the planner in me comes out. So if you guys are ever interested in a review of the Noted notebook here, go ahead and check out my planning channel. I'm thinking about merging just the two channels together again, since it makes it easier on me. However, I do like to keep this just budgeting, but I'm debating. But anywho, I love blues, greens, and yellows. So those are the main colors that I will pop out. So I have a couple of items here, and then of course some of my favorite pens are the Pilot Juice in 0.38, which is out of ink, and then also the Energel Clana in 0.3 is also one of my faves. So I'm gonna go ahead, and what I like to do is I like to highlight first, because honestly if I like write something and then I highlight, it just smudges everything everywhere. Okay, so the first thing that I like to do up here, and this is no joke, is I like to put my debt up here. Now you're thinking, Erika, you got out of debt. I did get out of debt. However, the Nordstrom sale happened and I bought items. However, I never buy cash, because they use the credit card whatever for tier stuff. So I always put everything on my card, and then I pay it off after I'm done returning items that I didn't like, which I did a lot of returnings, and I came back to a slew of packages that I'm yet to open. So don't mind that. But I do have debt for the month of August. I haven't actually gotten a bill yet from what I saw. At least I don't think so, but I'll double check. But right here's where I put August debt. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the month, and I put the debt. Now I'm very transparent with you guys. Like, I'm not gonna hide something that, you know, is true to my nature of life. So I do have debt, and currently I have 3. And this is all due to the vacationing and everything that's been going on in July. So the first one that I think is the least is IKEA. Believe it or not, I'm back in debt with IKEA, but not like I'm in debt. I put it on my card because I didn't know if I was going to return the item. And like I said, I do not like tying up my money. So I put it on a card, but I pay off the credit card before the closing date. But I do have the IKEA card, and I actually bought a new couch. My old one from Amazon. I think I even have a vlog about it. I'll put it up in a link above over here. I bought a couch. That couch got destroyed because of my cat Bean. It was like an Amazon couch. It lasted for what it needed to last for the price. I decided that, you know what, it was time for an upgrade, and I really hated my couch, and I wanted something that was also multifunctional. So I ended up getting a sofa couch, so it'll convert to a bed in case I have like a guest overnight. They can sleep on the couch over here, and it'll be great. And the couch ended up being, I have the receipt right here. I actually purchased it on the 7th of July. I didn't get it built until probably the 11th. I would say. So I barely have this couch, and then like on the 13th I went on vacation, so I haven't even enjoyed my couch, but it's set up and it's here. And I paid a total, I put on the card, $880.90. There is a minimum, I think this is due on the 2nd of each month, and the minimum is $35. Now, the only reason why I bought this couch is because I have this money available to pay off this card immediately. Like, no questions asked. As soon as I got the statement, I'm able to pay this off. However, I haven't gotten the statement, but I do have the receipt, which tells me the amount that I put on there. I put the 2nd because that's usually when it's always due for my previous times, and it's always been $35 minimum. So that's my first debt. My second debt is, I believe it's my Nordstrom card. Now, this is everything that I've gotten from the Nordstrom sale. I went a little crazy, you guys. I won't even lie. I had put on my previous budget, on my July budget, that I had an $800 budget to just, you know, buy everything I do. And the thing about the Nordstrom sale is that this is when I buy clothes, shoes. Like, I get tons of questions when people tell me like, oh, you know, your budget's not realistic because you do not put any money towards clothing and whatnot. And the reason is because I usually just buy everything on the Nordstrom sale. Like, I don't know what it is, but that's how my life works. But I kind of went a little crazy because I knew I had funds to pay this. So I ended up spending $1,854, actually. Let me correct that. $1,854 with 29 cents. And the reason why I put this on credit was because that's how the tiers work at Nordstrom. This is how you access the sale at like certain times and whatnot. So that's why I have it, but I have the funds to pay that off like immediately. And usually this card, whenever I've had it, it's always due on the 18th. This is what happens when you're like usually always in debt. You already know when payments come off, and usually the minimum payment has always been $48. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. However, I still have to do some returns. I finally unboxed stuff today, and I tried on clothing. Have to return some of that. Some stuff I just decided it wasn't worth to keep it, or it was just like impulse buying. So yeah, that's that. And the last one is my Amazon credit card, and that's because when I went to Canada, that was the only card that did not have fees. My debit card had fees, and it was driving me nuts to see those fees accumulate. And I researched the cards that I already had, which are through Chase, and my Amazon Chase card was the only one that had 0 foreign fees. So on this card, the total balance, after I got tired of seeing so many fees on my debit cards, this ended up right now a total of $2,332.93. This one I have zero clue, so let me go into my bank account. This one is due usually on the 20th, And the minimum payment for this card is $35. So that is currently all the debt that I have. This was for Canada, this is for Nordstrom Cell, and this is for my couch. I have the funds available to pay this off immediately, so I'm not worried about that. So for August total, my total debt is $5,068.12. That's how much debt I have for the beginning of August. Of course, once I pay this off, like by the 31st, it should be zero, but I like to write it down. Next, my favorite thing to do is write down my bills. So with my bills, I usually like using like a turquoise kind of color. So I'm gonna go put here, I'm gonna put August bills, and that's usually what I lay out on like my calendars over here, like this calendar. That's what I usually put here. So I'm gonna put August bills, and the first one of course is rent, and this one, oh I just got notice today, you guys, that my rent is increasing for the month of September. I was waiting for it back in February. I don't know if you guys ever remember me and be like, oh, my lease is renewing. Well, it's finally getting renewed in September, and they raised it up by $50. Not the happiest camper here, but it is what it is. But anywho, rent this month is still the same, $13.50, which I'm pretty okay with. Nothing to it. IKEA, if I want to go ahead and put it on here, I usually put the minimum payment here, but then on the side, once I pay it, I put it there. So if I put 8/1/22, then I put 8/2/22. After that, I just go down the calendar over here, like over here, and then transfer all those to my notebook over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill this in. So Spotify, that one's $4.99, and this one is usually on the 4th. I do have my health insurance. You guys, I'm not sure how this is gonna work, since I do have one for $145, which is the one that I pay out of pocket, and this one is due, I think, on the 1st as well. But then I don't know if the health insurance from my job is gonna pull out again. I really don't know. I really don't know. I know I gotta figure that out, but I've been out on vacation. And that one is, I think it's $138.82. And that pulls out on the 5th, if it does. I don't think it'll pull out this month, but I'll figure it out at one point. After that, I still don't have natural gas. I still have credit. I think I have $19 in natural gas credit due to the climate change, whatever, that California has, that I kind of qualified by some unknown reason. So that's that. And then the next bill that I have is my phone bill. This one is going to look a little crazy for the month of August, and that's because I was using my phone internationally, and I was not supposed to use it. However, someone agreed to pay for it while I was over there. So my phone bill for August is $176.10, and that was because of my closing date. I'm pretty sure there's still a couple of days that I still use it after the closing date of the previous month. So that alone is a lot, but I don't have to pay that myself. Someone else is paying for that. So they want to talk to me on the phone, they can pay for my phone bill, you know? That's how life works. After that, we do have my electricity bill. So my electricity bill goes here. I don't think I've actually gotten a bill for it yet. However, I'm going to put that it's due on the 19th. I usually round this off. But since it's been hot, I'm not sure how to round it off, since I kind of really just have no clue how hot it is. And since I haven't even been home, like I haven't been home at all. So I'm going to leave that as is. And then normal stuff like car insurance goes on here. This has stayed the same at $128.80. And this one's due on the 22nd of each month. That's because that's on auto pay. And then I do have my internet. So My internet here is, I believe, this previous month it ended up being like $68.98. So I'm still gonna put $74.99, and it's due on the 25th of each month. So that is how I set up my bills for my Notely. As you guys can tell, it is messy. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's just what it is. So once that's done, I don't do anything for it. Once it gets paid, I go ahead and put it in parentheses and put paid. So like my rent, I actually didn't pay my rent this month. Someone else did. They paid my full ass rent, and I was like, all right. So that's been paid. And literally, they sent me a screenshot and be like, hey, I paid your rent. And I was in Canada. I was like, whoa. I was like, okay, thank you. And they're like, I would have paid your phone by now, but like, I don't have your info. And I was like, don't worry about it. I'll send you the bill once I get it. So I will be sending that bill. That's about it. That's literally how I do it. So when I'm on the go, I just check on here to see what's been paid or not. Next, over here, I just put my income. So then, like, to me, income is green. And then I put over here, I'm gonna go ahead and write income. And then I go ahead and write Shopify. I put YouTube. I put affiliate, which I've been terrible at affiliate lately, and YouTube. And then I put, there's another one, Amazon. Because I do get paid through Amazon links in case you guys go through like the stuff that I use for my shop or like sticker stuff or whatever you want to, or YouTube. I have everything linked down below, so always check out my links, and using them really does help me out. So I put my income there, and then I do a little space over here where I put rollover, and then this is where I write my balances for all my accounts. So I put Chase, I put Wells Fargo, usually I put WF, and then I put Chime here, and then I think those are the main ones that I use, right? So yeah, these are the 3 rollers that I have. So if I have any balance on any of these accounts, there you go, Betterment. Because I forget that I need cash envelopes money, so Betterment goes there. Now I don't usually put my cash envelopes on here because I already know to transfer that out. I don't need a reminder for that, and I usually put like whatever my rollover is in this section. And that is how I actually do my lazy budget on the go. So I put my debt, my bills, and my income all together, and throughout the month it just gets messier and messier and messier. Usually on this side, I do put my sinking funds. So if I wanted to go ahead and set up, I would put like a big old sticker and then write down each and every sinking fund that I have. But since I haven't touched my sinking funds, I won't actually do an updated one just yet. Maybe I'll do one in August, since that's when I have to pay for my quinceañera dress for my niece. And literally right after, I will do a big to-do list, and then I will do an August calendar of all my videos that I want to do, or any Instagram posts. So yeah, that literally has been my quick mock-up on the go messy budgeting setup. So now that I know that August is like around the corner, and I won't be here to do like a plan with me like on camera just like yet, at least I have this messy total, and then I have a clue of what's going to go on and the due dates. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll leave my Notely review up in the cards above, in case you want to know like more about this notebook. But yeah, this is what I do. This is on my go planning, and then I just shove it back in here. I just shove it right back in here, and then I have like my debit cards and my budget with me at all times, which is great. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye, you guys.